She taking over. She taking over. You taking over. You got that takeover spirit. Nah, boy, I ain't with. You got that takeover spirit. And nah, boy, I ain't with. You got that takeover spirit. And nah, girl, I ain't with.
You're inside the Coffee Cup with the Inglewood City Girls. I am Coffee MiAmor.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Kahmeela.
And our special guest is
Omar McGee.
Omar McGee. Now, is that what you go? I know it is. It is very exciting to sit here with you. Is that what you go by, Omar McGee? If we see you in the streets, we say Omar McGee.
Nah, yeah, I'm a businessman. That's no nicknames.
Yeah.
No nicknames.
No nicknames.
Full name.
Full name, Omar McGee. That's
Hey.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, I know you have a lot going on, a lot of exciting things. But can you tell the people that don't know a little bit about you, a little bit about your history, where you grew up?
Grew up in Flint, Michigan, baby of 8, 35, probably 40 nephews and nieces.
What?
Yeah, I'm from a big family, yeah. Own Posh Luxury Imports, and it's an exotic dealership. We also rent all the exotics. We sell everything, but we only rent exotics. Yeah.
Wow.
That has
it's
to be
cool.
expensive.
Right.
It's a lot. Yeah.
You hook us up if we come for an exotic.
Right.
'Cause I need an exotic.
Right. What made you get into doing that? Like,
I grew up in it. My father had a collision shop, but when growing up in Michigan, Buicks and stuff like that, it
Right.
wasn't exciting. So I was like, So when I went to college, I moved out here. I was into the film industry for a minute. Went into real estate, opened up a school for African-American kids. It did really well. 100% graduation, 100% for college. And
whoa,
then,
big ups to you for that.
Yeah. Got in a little dispute with the city, closed that, and then, thought about it and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be selfish with myself right now. Just
Yeah.
have fun with life. And then I opened up, Posh Luxury Imports, and 3 years later, we featured in Forbes.
Wow.
Yeah. We're not on the Forbes list. We're featured.
Featured,
in Forbes.
but that's a big deal.
It's an accomplishment.
That is no, that's a big deal, especially as a brother. You know what I'm saying? Because most brothers that you will run into as a sister are featured in Forbes. No, they're not featured in Forbes. They're featured in some kind of jail magazine. You know what I'm saying? They're not
That's unfortunate.
renting luxury cars. They're stealing luxury cars. So,
You gotta
we
change
gotta.
that. You gotta change that.
Yeah, so we gotta give you your props. I mean, at the end of the day, that's a big deal.
No doubt.
And keeping that momentum going to see a brother doing that. Lots of kids can see that and then aspire to do that because they probably don't even know that it's a thing that they can do.
Yeah. It's definitely. Yeah, it's definitely something that I want to create a blueprint for them to follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what type of luxury cars are you renting?
Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Bentleys. The top of the line.
Have you driven all of these cars
Yeah,
that you?
for sure.
Which one is your favorite?
Rolls Royce always.
Really?
Yeah. 6 months to build. It's high class. It's the highest. You can't get no higher than that in luxury.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a beautiful.
What kind of car do you own?
I own a lot of them.
Okay.
I don't
come
have.
through,
Actually, to be
Jesus.
honest, I don't have a car. It's whatever's left over. That's what I drive home. So I personally don't have a car. Now my wife, that's a different story.
Okay. I hear the accent.
You do?
Do you have an accent?
I don't think so. But
Do y'all hear an accent?
I don't know.
yeah, I don't,
Where are you from?
I'm from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, I hear something.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, cool.
He's like, cool.
So you're on a show right now. Can you tell us a little about that show?
Yes, it's called $1 Million Wheels, and it follow 4 of the top exotic dealers in the United States, and I'm one of them. And it's produced by Jamie Foxx, and it shows how we deal with, all of our high-profile celebrity clients, from private jets to your Bugattis, and what we have to deal with.
Wow.
So everybody's in it, from Jamie, Kim Kardashian. Yeah, it's dope.
So it's like a reality show.
Yeah, it's definitely a reality show, but it's real.
Okay.
It shows the real.
So they're not staging
Can you curse
scenes.
on the show? I don't know how.
Yeah.
to
Yeah, do your thing,
So
but
yes, it goes through the, it covers the real shit we go through, all the pressures, and because celebrities think we can walk on water, so
Yeah.
so it's crazy.
Right.
It's exciting.
right. Do you see yourself as a celebrity?
Nah, I'm always just cool, average, and laid back, sitting in the back, just chilling. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the vibe you
Make
give
moves. just make moves. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
So dealing with celebrities, and some celebrities can be entitled, especially things that they want.
Some.
Okay. Yeah. So when they do come to you and they want to make you're a genie in a bottle for them, how do you deal with those type of
Right.
celebrities?
You just have to do it, man. It's just
You make it happen.
Yeah, you do things that you didn't even know you were capable of doing, and you meet people that you never thought you would get close to just to get that deal
Right.
done. So I mean, it challenges you. So that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? To come through, and it's exciting.
Now, most of your clientele celebrities. Like, how can the average, like, I come in there with my little,
No, it's not. On the sales side, we do everything. So I don't want to, like, that's what a lot of people think of color with me. They're like, man, I can't afford to come to you. Oh, no, yes, you can. You may can't afford to rent, but you can definitely buy. So whatever you want for our sales, we can take care of you. But the rental side is, it's kind of heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what type of process how does that look? If I wanted to come rent a car from a luxury dealership, how does that look? What would I have
Just
to
give
bring?
us a call. Tell me what you want. As long as you have full coverage insurance and a major credit card, you good. Yeah.
And what if the major credit card is a prepaid card?
That's not a major credit card. That's not gonna work.
From Capital One.
Nah, that's not gonna work. Nah.
You're like, get out of here.
Nah, we can't do that one.
So have you had any stories like that on the show?
Nah.
Where you
we
had to
don't-
kick somebody out or turn someone away?
Nah. It's vetted way before we get to that
Okay.
part. Like,
Have you ever had a problem with a celebrity where they pockets wasn't that long, but they wanted something?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people come in and they see that and
Yeah,
their friend have it
for
and they just
real.
run in and like, yo, I want that, and you start dropping them numbers and it's like, oh, the Rolls Royce come to a Bentley, then the Bentley becomes to a, so you start going down, next thing you know, they rolling out with a Corvette. So it's like, yeah, I get it.
Not a Corvette.
Yeah, I get it.
Corvette.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with a Corvette, no doubt, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Now,
yeah.
you mentioned that your queen has multiple cars. I know for her, like, that's the dream. Like, I don't even need a bag. Let me roll in the Bentley, which one you bringing home today, type thing. So how many cars does she have?
I keep my cars away from my wife because, she jump in something and she don't like to give it back. So it's like, I keep them totally, I'm very careful what I drive home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's like, we bringing a Corvette home
now
today.
you just trust me, she's good. Like she's definitely good.
I bet. I mean, I can believe it.
Yeah.
So how many cars does she have?
She only have like 2. She don't have. I mean, they're just 2 though. Like they're good 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how does
But she takes advantage of the shit too. So
Absolutely.
I would.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
she
like,
does
come
it.
on.
Hello. Where we going tonight?
Hitting the candy shop.
He'll
Like,
go home
make
and it'll
me
be
drive the
Jeffrey standing at the
Mercedes?
driveway like, I'm ready to open the door for you.
Yeah. You gonna make me drive the Maserati? Like,
Yeah, she's a little different now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you can probably get so used to something where it's like,
But and to her defense, she's very low key too. She have her little hideaway car. She don't like a lot of attention, so let me not say that. But when it's time to do it, she knows. how to
absolutely,
step it
as
up.
she should.
Yeah.
How long have you and your spouse been together?
I met her 13 years. It's our 11th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Congratulations.
nice. Yeah.
Happy
And
anniversary.
this was a college love.
Nah, I met her out here. She's from Compton.
really?
Yeah. She's
You
from
know,
Compton.
Compton and Long Beach is on the
East
map.
side.
I think we
Yeah,
are the only
yeah.
ones.
She was
That's
a-
west side. We
Yeah.
just throw the
Yeah.
west to the
she
east
was like
now.
Cube though. She was like Cube. She was sheltered. I ain't gonna say Cube was sheltered, but she was bussed out to different schools. She was that kid.
Yeah.
So she's dope.
No,
she's
that's
cool.
what's up. I know she's a solid person because
she
that's
cool.
what they
She's a,
grow out there solid.
She's a retired celebrity hairstylist, so she used to do hair
Oh,
for
so
like
you
the
both
biggest
are in
models.
the business like that.
Yeah, she used to be in the business.
Yeah.
She's chilling now.
But it's cool because a lot of times when spouses are in the business and have to
Yeah.
deal with so many different clienteles of a certain stature, the partner seems to be okay with it in the beginning, but then they get all kind of finicky. But if they are used to that too, they in turn they understand.
But she's like way more worldly than I am. She like sometimes I go into an event, she's like, I did that. Go ahead. Like, she's ahead of the game. She sees it way more than I am. I'm like still kind of new to this. She's been with Kimora Lee and Tara. Like she's been all over
that's
the world.
cool.
So she's very seasoned.
Okay, well, so you're a boss, and that comes with finances. And I know that you had to really been good with finances. What kind of advice would you give someone that's maybe in their younger 30s or even 20s to how to really set themselves up for success when it comes to finances? What are some good tips you can tell someone?
Are you coming from the point of starting a business or just managing finances?
Both.
Both.
You definitely have to have discipline by far. That's the main thing. You know, it's you know, believe it or not, it's harder to keep money than make money. Right? When you can go into
I
the
believe
store
it.
and afford everything in a store, it's very hard to ignore
Right.
things. You know, you just justify every purchase.
Absolutely.
So, but making money and developing a business and understanding entrepreneurship, it's just mainly, you know, finding your passion and monetizing it. You know what I'm saying? And just think, me personally, it's nothing wrong with people that work. It's just me personally.
Yeah.
I believe if you can work 8 hours for somebody else, if you do 15 for yourself a day, it's impossible for you to fail.
Wow.
You know, but
That's good
everybody is
stuff.
like, I got my own business, but they sit home all day and they watch Netflix and then they put 2 hours in and like, this is not for me. Well, it's definitely not for you because you're not putting in the time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, you know, the sacrifices and just loving what you do. Like, I love what I do.
Do you have children?
No children. I raised my niece.
Oh, that's what's
She's
up.
at my alma mater right now at Howard University. She's doing her thing.
Oh, okay.
You went to Howard as well?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, the illustrious Howard University.
Yeah.
And did you pledge?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay.
Nah, I was just too busy. I was focused on money.
That's
At
right.
Howard.
Yes.
Yes, because you had a school and you had all this other stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that is so amazing. No, I'm serious. Not that I do not know entrepreneurs, because I do, but to sit and amongst one or them, many, I relish in that, you know.
Yeah, you got to send the elevator back down and pick up kids. I was fortunate enough to just,
Yeah.
you know, travel the world and rub shoulders with billionaires and was able to, you know, get information that the average would never be able to get. So I was like, yo, you know, it'd be dope is open up a school for our kids and just teach them entrepreneurship.
Because they don't teach children that when they're
Nah.
in school. So, you know, when you
or
are
at home.
and
Right.
because a lot of times our parents don't have the capability of being
No doubt.
to teach that to
No
a
doubt.
child. You know, I have I'm getting into entrepreneurship now, and sometimes when you take a loss, it's like, dang, I wouldn't have to go through this if I was just still working at Kaiser. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because if I lose something, they lost it, not me. But
Yeah.
when you lose it personally, you have to work to get it back. Have you
doubt.
ever took any losses where you have to like, dang, that was a loss,
Oh,
but
no,
I gotta
you always
back on it.
You always taking losses in business, especially when you just have to be prepared for it. You know, like I can't say, but a rapper just rented a cuddling from us and they shot it up. You know, and that's you know, so it's like you run into all those things. And that's $500,000 vehicle.
What the heck?
You know what I'm saying? So you always have setbacks.
I
and
was just
everything.
going to ask you, what is the craziest thing that has happened?
That's not nearly the craziest thing.
What?
That
Yes,
happened.
please tell me the craziest thing. And because you are renting these cars out, I know you have seen some crazy, like walked into the car, like, why is it a condom on my seat? Like, what are some of the craziest things that has happened to you in that business?
You know, most people think it's like rappers and all that, but it's like the rich kids. Like they're the worst because they don't
Fresh
have.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, those kids
Right.
are the worst.
The ones who are very
because
entitled.
They're like, just put it on my dad's car, and they'll just tear your car up. So it's like, yeah, it's totally the opposite.
Put it on my dad's car.
Yeah, they'll tear it up, man.
Wow.
And I'll tear the car up.
So
but
what?
It's all good.
And I tear
So
the
what
card
is
up.
something?
That's right.
What is something crazy? I'm
Like
curious.
getting a Rolls Royce and you go on YouTube and it's a kid standing in the middle of the hood dancing like and just messing up the whole car. You know what I mean? Like those type of things. It's just like, yeah. You know, honestly, black people are like the best because we're so fortunate to get in cars like that. And we're so like, man, I cannot mess this up. And I
Right.
don't care like the level of, I'm not gonna say ignorance, but the level of, you know, you would think they're wild and you would think they're crazy, but when they
Right.
get in, they really appreciate that
Right.
moment. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like from your doctors to your average kid on the street that's a rapper or wherever he's from, you know, the appreciation of that vehicle is practically the same.
Right.
Because we just appreciate those things. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Going-
what's up.
Sorry.
Sure.
Going back to you saying that you're from Flint, Michigan, how was it like growing up in Flint?
It was tough. I lost my mom at an early age. you know, so I dropped out of school, elementary. I ain't have clothes and stuff like that. So I was like, kind of like, you know, I couldn't take the fact the kids were teasing me and all that type of stuff. So I was just like, you know, hitting the streets and just doing things I wasn't supposed to do. I wasn't a bad kid, but, you know, you do things to survive.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Don't change anything. Keep going.
Wow.
Right. I don't regret like anything, like not having a mom and all that stuff. Like I don't, you know, everything happens for a reason.
What?
You know,
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like what happened with that? Because you're such a refined man. What happened with, you know, losing your mom and then you going through this period of, I don't know, you know, like you said, getting into things you probably shouldn't, and then converting over into this college man.
Yeah, because I was never a bad kid. Like I
Right.
just did things out of necessity. Like again, I'm the baby of 8, and I'm like 9 years younger than the youngest one, so I'm the baby. So nobody really paid attention to me. So that's why I was able like to skip school and not go to school and things like that. And my mom was suffering from alcoholism, right? While my dad was trying to rebuild everything back up. But like if we did anything bad, I'm not gonna go into detail of the things we used to do. But if we did anything bad, I would always in the back of my head like, man, it got to be better than this. Like so, I was always searching. You know what I mean? Until you know my mom passed and they found out that I never really went to school and the city was gonna take me. And so they shipped me to Atlanta. And my brother got a job at like the first Home Depot, and they shipped me out to Atlanta and lied and said I was in the 8th grade. So that's how I got back on.
And that's cool that you caught back on.
Right.
No, it was tough. I had to go backwards before you go forward. I was, just missing that much school.
Right. So what were you doing when you were skipping school? Were you just hanging out on the block?
Nah, I wasn't hanging out on the block. I was making money. But it was
So
cool.
money has always been on your mind.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, when you
Not
don't
that
have
you
it-
should skip school.
No, when you
but-
don't have it, it's you know, you
No, a lot
it's
of people
stain on
don't
your
have
shirt.
it and they still be like on that lazy
well,
tip. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Talking about getting it. And like you said, just putting 2 hours in and not really doing much.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm Michigan. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit. Y'all got palm trees out here. It's like you can't sit on the corner and just. You got to be doing something. You got to be making money, bad or good. But I don't regret any of those things because those are the same instincts that I have when I straightened everything up and went to school. And then I saw how far advanced I was than everybody else because they didn't have those experiences, right? So that's why you look at people, and you know it's so unfortunate, but you look at people like Jay-Z and all those type of guys. It's not a miracle that they're so smart because they come from that street hustle, and then it's just like when we figured out that, you know, when we get on the other side and and it's time to compete, we light years ahead of everybody. Yeah. Because we dealing with a different type of instinct.
Absolutely.
Right.
So when it comes to your reality show, who approached you with the concept?
To be honest, they found me. Right. So it's not a lot of people that look like us in this space.
Right.
In a lot of cases, I'm more exotic than the cars are.
Okay.
So, you know, when white people walk in, sometimes they're like, oh, who owns this place?
Right.
And I'm like, me. And then it's like, and then they'll say something else like, no, but like who, like really owns it? I'm like, no, it's me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, you know, the wife will go in the corner and Google and be like, oh, he really owns this. And it's like, and they come up to me and just started asking questions like, how do you get here? You know what I mean?
See, I love
because
that.
it's just not a lot of us in this.
Right.
And then you have a lot of people that deal with cars, but to actually have a space, showroom, and like really doing it, you know, it's not a lot of us. You know, it was a lot of people told me.
Who found you, and were you hesitant?
Yeah, I was totally hesitant. My wife was like, yo, like, nah, bro. Like, it took me a minute. And Yandy Smith, I went to school with her and a few more people on the reality. And I called them, and I was in the process of getting her a car, actually. And she was like, dude, if you don't do this, I will kill you myself. Like, this is the best commercial you can ask for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, word? She was like, dude, do it.
Yeah.
So she kind of convinced me and coached me through it, you know what I mean, just to get me ready.
Well,
And
that's
because I'm more laid back and just chill, like easy breezy,
like
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was majority of it.
Well,
But
that's what's
it was
up.
cool.
I think that's so. I'm so inspired by you because there are a few things that I'm trying to do, and just sitting next to your energy speaks will to me. Like, just keep going.
Nah, you gotta keep
Have the
going,
will
man.
and the
You gotta keep
determination to
going. You gotta
keep going.
You gotta eliminate doubt. You know what I'm saying? I only think about how I can win. I don't think about how I can lose. Because sometimes we concentrate on like what if. I never think about what if. I'm always thinking about how I'm going to win and like what I can do to do that. You know what I'm saying? And just break it down to its simplest form and just make it happen.
That's so inspirational.
So what are some of the what should we expect from you? What is coming up for you?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep grinding and just building this thing out. I mean, everything is taking off. Business is it's like crazy right now, and I just opened up another spot in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Just building this thing out and spreading it. You know what I mean? And
That's
hopefully
what's up.
go, global with it
That's what's up.
and let them know we here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, I am so proud of you. I think what you're doing is amazing. Keep doing it for the culture, for the kids, you know, because regardless of, you could purposely try to teach and you can unconsciously teach.
But with anything we do, we have to set standards. Like a lot of people look at me like, man, you just do a lot. But it's just like, no, you gotta let people know you here. You know what I'm saying? Especially that's like anything that you guys are doing. Like when I got married, I shut down the whole mall of Rodeo Drive, right? Just to make a statement. Like, no, we can do this, right? Like, we
better
belong
talk
here.
to
You know
the
what I'm saying?
people.
We belong here. And it's not to brag. It's just that, like, dude, we can do what we want to do. It's just we don't think about it. Like, no.
Absolutely.
Let's always push the envelope. If you're going to do a show, do
swear.
a
You
show.
live by that.
Absolutely.
She's always taught me, Danielle, whatever you want, don't worry about how you're going to get it.
Yeah,
just
just
go
do it.
get it, and it'll just make sense
It's
when
the
you
true-
get there.
it's the
This is
true
why he's making a
definition.
hair stand up on my arms because I don't know. I think you're God sent right now for me. And like I said, I feel will coming from you.
No, it's the true definition of faith, right? Like, so I always tell people, like, nothing wrong with going to church, but that's easy, right? The true faith of God is going out there and
Faith
developing
without
your
works is
purpose. You
dead.
get what I'm saying? Develop your purpose. That's the true faith. Like, okay, let's test it. Let's see what it's about, right? Like,
My God, look, is it
He's
Sunday yet?
amazing.
y'all asked the question, so
He's
you know what I mean?
amazing. Well, listen. I know you've sat and you've heard us ask for people to come back, but we don't ask everybody. Is there any chance we can have you come back and chat it up with us? Let us know if something is happening with you new.
No doubt.
Drop some gems because that's what we're all about. Like we really want to know the soul, the texture of a person, how you get here. We do know what you do, and what you do is amazing. Is why we're attracted to having a conversation with you. But our goal is to get into the texture of, because we're here on a platform to teach, to show, to have fun, to cackle. But there are people watching. There are young kids. There are older people who feel like time is up for them.
No doubt.
So can you tell the people where to find you?
Instagram, Omar at, oh shit, I got so many of them. Wait, my Instagram, they do this for me, so bear with me. Omar Posh LA. It's at Omar Posh LA. The company is Posh Luxury Imports. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Posh Luxury Imports.
On the rental side, it's the Posh Collection Instagram.
Yes. Okay. Look at I'm all tongue-tied.
I pay people for this, so y'all bear with me, man.
Okay.
You better talk your stuff.
Okay.
I know
Let it be known.
amazing. And this is, again, Omar McGee. That's what you call him when you see him.
Mr. McGee. I need a car. I'm getting married. I want a car.
Let's do it.
Pull up with. I don't got Bentley money, but we can make something happen.
Jump down
when
Rodeo Drive, girl. We don't hear that.
Well, we know the
and
owner.
it's a wrap. Hey.